For the first time in D&D history, I actually wrote a recap for me to read,
Oh,
rather
fuck.
than just mumbling and letting
Oh
Ian
my
take
god.
over. I know. It's like I had 4 weeks to prepare or something.
5.
5? Okay. Even better. That means you get to judge me way more harshly whenever anything goes wrong.
Frosty,
do.
we're always judging you.
Oh,
Okay, good.
I'm
glad.
not.
liar.
I'm
To
beyond
recap all of the previous stuff, the Glory of Old, that's you, entered this city after being hired by a family of royal dwarves who were finally given permission to rebuild their homeland. There were a few groups you met in the city. There were the Thickstone Reclaimers, of which only one survived to see you, Jade Thickstone, the angry and vengeful heir to the city. There was the Black Memento, a group of aberrations right freedom fighters who had stolen the body of your contract holder to try and loot the city in peace. There were the Warforged, a handful of sentient golems made during the war that ended with this city being evacuated and flooded. And there were the Soulforged, a new generation of sentient golems, a veritable army made by the Warforged in hopes of keeping the city safe from ever being taken again. You managed to kick out the Black Memento peacefully and make peace between Jade Thickstone and the Soulforged. Like, that's A+ non-murder hobory. That's pretty good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You called in the rest of your guild, you made a deal, and you have established yourself as liaisons for the city.
Awesome. We did it.
Am I
Cool.
forgetting anything?
Those are the major plot points.
All right.
Aneski saw a lot of flashbacks.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You learned that your mom was a slaver. I keep calling Xena your... No, that's your clone? The original? I don't know.
I mean, you could go with mom, and then I can yell you're not my real mom at some point.
Excellent. Yes.
You're not my
Okay.
real mom. I'm my real mom. What? It's magic.
Exactly.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart?
She's 1,000 years old.
And she'll rip you apart.
And she'll always stay that age. Wait, no.
No.
In the following days,
Hard cut.
Jade Whiteark turns away several adventurers, the ones she had hired, including a group from a company called the Chrome Cathedral, who almost get in a fist fight when they learn your guild, the Endless Legacy, got here first. They're dicks.
Who were they? The
What's
Chrome...
Chrome Cathedral. They are the rival gang, the rival adventurers.
They're not on the map, the character maps. I wasn't
They're
sure.
not on the map because I haven't given them any characters or icons
Fair.
yet. Don't worry
Fair.
about it. They'll probably come up later unless I forget about them. Once you're fairly certain there are no more adventurers coming, the Soulforged come up to the surface for something the dwarves call a baptism. It's the first time they see the sky as children. This is what makes dwarves dwarves and not Duergar. They accept judgment from above and they lose the gray skin and copper hair they're born with in favor of the more human colors you're familiar with. The Soulforged aren't changed in that way, obviously, but it's still kind of culturally important. And it's also interesting because dwarves baptize their works of art as well, so that they can be judged on what they create. And in that sense, most of these Soulforged were already baptized long ago as items. Now they're coming back as people who will probably create items
And
that
people.
will also be baptized. That could also become people.
The cycle continues.
Mm-hmm. During this process, though, everyone roll a perception check.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, shit. There's no map. You have to use your imagination.
Nailed it.
Okay.
That's a strong start.
Mm-hmm.
all right, here we go. It's been a long time, so maybe the curse has been broken.
It's a long
It's just been
time.
gathering strength.
Oh, this is going to be a problem.
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
My O key is not working.
Hmm.
Give me
Just
1
roll.
second.
Just roll 1d20.
Just copy and paste the word roll.
Hey, Snake.
Exactly.
Hey, you're up there.
Good to know nothing has changed.
We're back.
Do bow.
Jesus Christ.
All right, what other dead keys do I... Okay, T doesn't work. why doesn't work.
See, this is why it's a verbal role-playing game and not,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, worked that time. Okay.
Okay, it's just a. Have you tried? Wait, this is a laptop or a computer?
This is a laptop.
Okay, I was gonna say unplug the keyboard. That's a bit harder in this case.
Also,
If it keeps up, I do have a Bluetooth keyboard I can bring in.
Oh, that's good.
So, like, good to know. All right, T isn't working still.
Okay.
So during this month break or however long, now Aneski can speak with her hedgehog, who is now smarter than her.
Oh, are we going over
that-
what we did during the break?
I wouldn't do that quite yet, but
Okay.
you can use all your stats as they are right now. I'm not going to ask you to remember what's on your old character
Sure,
sheet, even
okay.
though I'm pretty sure Snake archives his old character sheets because he's smarter than
I
us.
forgot to this time.
Whoa. Okay. So with a 37, you pretty immediately see a gigantic winged demon flying north from those mountains to the south. The ones you traveled under on the way here. They are also where the first one-shot was, and they are also where you saw a whole bunch of lightning strikes, like a sign of planar interference. Following behind and quickly gaining on the demon is a red great worm that Nari, both from experience and from great vision, would recognize as Indiel, the one the monarchy had captured.
The Indio shouldn't be going around.
No, he's fine. It's fine for them to be in dragon form. That's how they're used, but they shouldn't be going around wild, definitely. I'm not sure if that's the case right now, but I'm probably not going to throw a red worm at you with no
We probably shouldn't
Matt.
get its attention.
forewarning. I didn't prepare a session. You all died to a red worm.
Get wrecked.
You are surrounded by these other Soulforge and whatnots who probably have not seen it.
Oh, the Nari will. Hey, look at that! Don't piss it off!
It is a very old, very powerful dragon that is currently maybe controlled by the monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really
It
believe
was also
that, to be
chasing a very
honest.
big, scary demon, so, probably not just two of them became friends and ran away. Probably not it.
They're just chasing each other. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. Like dogs.
Like, yeah, dogs and cats,
Mm-hmm.
Paul screams.
With that in mind, the Soulforge take this time to make their way down the stairs, most of them, and kiln as well, because they are very large. The other ones take a moment to disguise themselves as flesh and blood dwarves and gnomes. And some of them do it pretty good. Not all of them, but some of them.
Okay.
The dragon is struggling to catch up with the demon, and then you see a streak of white all the way from the mountain. The trees below shake from the shockwave of this streak passing by. The streak makes it almost to the demon before clearly losing balance and going off course and hitting the ground, and then bouncing and hitting the ground and bouncing again
Oh, no.
until they streak into the remains of a greenhouse or what would remain of a greenhouse, which is basically just a metal frame, about, 30 feet from you. You hear the sounds of a young man's voice saying, "Dang, I hit a freaking bird again. How in the heck am I?" And as he sits up and sees you, he says, "Hey there, citizens. I'm the White Lance Vanagar. Pleased to meet you."
I return with exactly the same enthusiasm. I go, "Hello, my name is Volmar. You happen to be over a dwarven city, old dwarven city. Do you need any help?"
He looks up at the dragon. The demon is coming pretty close to the city now, and the dragon is almost catching up to it as well.
We really should get below the
Probably
surface.
not. No, it's probably going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, wait, oh, hey, we're in Prometheus. This has been looks back to the mountain. That was a long jump. Okay.
Would you like if I cast haste on you?
No, I'm just gonna keep on sitting in this hole. I'm pretty badly wounded actually, and I'm just gonna take a breather.
I go up to him, and I poke him with a wand of infernal healing.
That's infernal. All right.
I'm sorry, it is the only healing I have.
Technically, you also have the channel energy. But
Well,
that's okay.
That's more secret hit. Like that's kind of secret hidden.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Now I have a holy symbol. I can pretend to be a cleric,
Oh yeah.
and I am an evangelist of Shika. So Shika sends her blessing, and I have the channel positive energy happen to them.
All right. That they have been healed. You see like a bunch of scratches and stuff disappear from their face. They're like, oh, that's actually. Oh yeah, you would roll. What did I say it was? Same as a cleric of your level.
Yes. So it would be
3d6
for
healing.
3d6.
That's what we said last time. The lens of healing, 3d6 healing in a 30-foot radius.
Oh, it
8
was,
times
it
per
should be more because I'm now
It
level
levels
8.
up with you.
Oh, so 46.
So it's 4d6.
46 now. Yeah. All right. That's not nothing. That's certainly not nothing. Better than the infernal healing, I think.
It's also faster.
Well, the infernal healing is going to be like 10 over 10 rounds.
Okay, gotcha. That's all right. Thank you. He starts to stand up tall. The demon goes directly over the city now. It's maybe like you are in the shadow of the demon above. Do you want anyone to do anything?
I do believe it is officially above our pay grade.
Nari's looking up, but she's eyeing the dragon more than the demon.
Okay.
She's like,
Uh,
should I shoot at the dragon? I don't know.
No.
I did once. Didn't work out too well for me. Maybe.
As the shadow passes by, you see Indiad Sunheart. Indiad Sunheart, that's the name. Found it on the page. That is the red dragonborn, the child of that dragon who traded and fought with you against it. And now commands it after it's been sort of sealed away, all its power. You see her jump off of the head of her mount as she begins to get in range of the demon, and then unveil a lance made of dragon bone, probably 3 times her own already considerable size, and just go to town on the demon. You would
pretty
also
badass.
recognize this is the tail of her parent dragon that she ripped off in the middle of the fight.
Nice.
And there's just sounds of horrible violence happening a bit north of the city now. Benegar just says like, "Oh, that's handled already. Not too late." So how's the city thing going?
Oh, it is going relatively well. We have found some interesting things. I do believe we'll be sending official word back to the monarchy through more, official channels rather than fallen meteorite channels, huh?
Oh, he laughs at that. So the White Lance is like the second in command of the Air Force, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So this slightly dopey-looking, slightly clumsy young apprentice of the role is still someone with a ear, like who has the queen's ear and all that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I just want to introduce. I am Vomar. This is Nari, and that is Aneski. And we were the quote-unquote prophesized heroes.
Oh,
yeah, look at us
yeah.
now. She was right.
Yeah, I guess so.
For a given value of correct, yes. But we have found some dwarves in the city that we are helping.
Tome, like a crippled old androgynous-looking dwarf, like does a salute of some sort, and the others follow suit.
And we've been helping them get on their feet.
Well, that's lovely. That's a
Yes.
wonderful story. Why are there dwarves in the city still? That's interesting. That's cool.
Yes, that is also involved in the greater envoy kind of thing. But
Okay.
if that's handled, I guess, are you hungry?
Oh, yeah. And then India comes through like from the north, just covered in like demon parts and blood. Says, "Did someone say food?"
Well, it appears like let us make feast.
All right. So you have this feast. This is a and scene is where how I should end that.
Yep.
Okay. This is later. Autumn. That's your reincarnated druid friend who originally came from this city and has reincarnated and changed the name since then.
Mhm.
They approach you and they say they've been, or he's been arranging the resurrection alongside Malcolm. And he says, so Jade tells me you found 3 of the bodies elsewhere, and those 3, they're not going to be easy to resurrect. With the funds Tome gave, we're going to be able to either raise 7 of them with the normal resurrections and just abandon these 3, or we can afford a true resurrection for those 3, but then we'd have to go cheapo reincarnation with the other 7. And that can be a bit hard to process. You got any input here?
Wait, what if, so those are body parts without souls, right?
They're all, oh, I don't like where this is going.
What,
They're all-
what would happen if we just kind of made them into new people?
So if I remember what my uncle, well,
Oh my
A,
God.
that would be a different soul, and that's undead, is what you're talking about there.
No, not undead. It's
More like mind jar.
no, we
No,
have a soul
he's
forge.
literally thinking of putting them into the forge.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out why that's a bad idea. I
Th-
definitely
th-
I don't think it's about it. I mean, their bodies are worth something, right?
So what it comes down to is you need to put in something that's in some way a work of art or craftsmanship, and natural stuff isn't. It just grows.
I mean, the mothers would disagree.
Now, that's craftsmanship right there. That's what my mom said when I was born.
Yep.
Like, wow, damn. Exactly as I
so
designed.
durable.
Exactly as designed. That's craftsmanship. Watch and learn other mothers.
So for probably Wade, we should do I guess maybe we are not the full people to talk to make the final decision, as Jade would likely need input as it is her people.
I mean, yes.
I'm currently leading towards resurrecting the maximum number of people, even if some of them involve cheapo reincarnation, as it were.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Because most people would prefer to live again than to, not live at all.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning to as well. But
Let us
Okay.
confirm with the Jade.
all right. I think basically I just wanted your input as people as to which way it should lean, and I'm glad you've given it. Yeah, they're gonna reincarnate everyone.
I try to give a thumbs up, and it looks just as creepy as it does every time I do it.
Excellent. So they are all brought back. 7 of them are, 3 of them are like brand new, exactly as they were. You get to meet Wade Whiteark, who is immediately to start with. All of them are a bit disorientated and a bit confused as to how they are now, how they died, and also how they are now friends with the people who killed them. But
Don't
that's
worry about it.
that's to be expected. But Wade, being Symphony, the harp he crafted, the lyre of building he crafted, walking around playing songs that he wrote long ago, like that.
No, that's neat.
That brings us that smile to his face, and that eases the tensions quite a bit. Much of the now we're going into more of the over the next month or so. Most of the armory is sold, including the Sword of Destiny, which is one of those 2 magic swords that we're fighting with, while the Sword of Fate is given to an Eski. Tom
Yay!
explains to you, the swords seem... Oh wait, what's he sound like? The swords seemed happy enough battling its twin in our arena, but once it saw adventurers like yourselves, the blade started to resist being picked up. And he goes to he literally tries to pick it up and the handle just disappears off the blade. Just sucks in. You find when you actually take the sword, it's more like a skin that goes around a weapon, like a venom symbiote, than a actual weapon itself. It's kind of like it's like venom, but a speckly green color, and it allows you to change your weapon dramatically and easily.
Oh, okay.
So basically, free action once per turn to change it into any melee weapon.
Damn.
It keeps the enhancement bonus and etc. from the weapon, or it's wrapped around, which is your Bardiche.
Nice.
That's fancy.
All right. Let's see. What else? I think we're almost done with the wrap-up stuff, aside from the things you guys said you wanted to do. There is some monarchy news. A group called the Goran are moving to the monarchy as refugees. The elven president is hunting them, trying to get them to reveal an artifact she wants for their own quest for immortality. You can all roll knowledge look.
Hey, these people and their quest for immortality. Knowledge local, right? Okay.
I don't even know if I have that. Let's find
I
out.
don't.
I super don't.
22 isn't bad. This is a small race that gets talked about a fair bit because they're quite a weird race too. They are a plant race, a race of plant people. They have a seed for a heart, and they can plant it in the ground, and their own body will die not long afterwards, but then a new one will be born.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and they are known they are a immortal race that is created by powerful artifice, powerful magic, or something artificial, and that is a familiar story for the people you're around right now, and also for the Yadath. So that's of some note.
I'm going to suggest that maybe we, I'll talk with the people around and ask them if they would be interested in, I guess, talking with them and seeing if they want to at least send an envoy to us.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like we can create like a kind of a small club of
A club of big scary
weird races. Yeah.
Weird race club. High five.
High five. Don't worry, we aren't going to be like, oh no, don't be immortal. No.
So would that mean you want to go to a major city and invite Goran, you see, to this place, or is that?
Oh, do
you
the
just wanna
Goran
say-
have a club, like a group or something like that?
In theory, they once belonged to one group, but they all kind of split off and did their own thing until right now they are.
When we reveal ourselves to the monarchy,
Mm-hmm.
we can also, as part of that reveal, going, hey, Goran, the scattered Goran, you will find safe refuge and harbor here as well.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
I like that plan.
We aren't going to try to force any of them, but just be like, hey, we are an option.
Yeah, I like that.
Because they can be on the top of the city and the robots can be at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There's literally greenhouses.
Yeah, that's pretty perfect, right? All right. So let's talk about what you all wanted to do during this time, besides just craft and etc. Ian mentioned he imagined Vomar crafting a sort of memory sharing magic at cost for the Soul Forge. Do you want to tell us more about,
So the Yadath not having television, and probably having like weird like they would mostly share memory. One of the main ways of entertainment is sharing memories of others, especially the Wander Yadath that have come down, so that the Yadath can know about the world above or the mysteries of the world. And so we created devices that do the share memory, but in a more communal way. So I would be creating one of these so that the various Soul Forged and other people who interact with them can show them firsthand experiences of stuff outside of the mountain.
That's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
Also,
Does
I'd be
anyone-
teaching Aegis of the Kolth, various cultural things that deal with being Yadath, because he doesn't have the same dwarven connection that all of these other Soul Forged have.
Mm-hmm. All right. Does anyone have like memories they would want to put into this and share with these people, or?
Oh, Naru could probably do the whole battle with the dragon.
All right. I like the angle of Nari trying to be more battle tutor, more like, and this is how you fight, and look at the battles, and
And this is where I fucked up. Right here. And she reverses. Right this second is where I fucked up.
I
Learn.
dodged left. I should have dodged right.
So what actually was Nari's fuck up? Like,
I
what would
have
that?
no idea, actually.
Okay.
We haven't talked at all about what her real role was in that fight.
I
Because
think
at
you would
first it was
probably be-
minor, but then it seems like we've been making it a little bigger over time.
Yeah, I like that. That's sort of storytelling. I think if you like that, then that's
Yeah.
kind of an angle I'd like to go. One of the thing, I think Nari at this time, well, as a like career mercenary or career adventurer, during this time would have been like a powerful enough archer or a well-known enough archer to be leading a group of smaller archers,
Mm.
or a smaller group of archers, not physically smaller. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
The fight is kind of just a big old fuckery of a giant dragon slashing and writhing at shit. And
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I
already
can
get
I can
clawed.
imagine that she had a small group of flight-enabled people with her, so they were doing aerial
Oh.
support.
I like that.
And they got I'm gonna just say that they got the dragon's attention a little too well.
Okay.
And they couldn't back out
All right.
easily.
I like that.
And
His dragons fly at like 200 feet as a base move. They can run down almost anything.
yeah.
Mhm. It's just their maneuverability isn't as good.
Yes. So
All right.
probably something with that.
I
We
like
can
that.
figure out more details later.
All right. And then Snake, you mentioned wanting to tutor the Soul Forge to train them. to fight.
So I am thinking of kind of like a training montage, depending on how long that we're.
Oh, you've got months. You're
months.
yeah.
So I can imagine a training montage not only for the Soul Forged, but for her. So she's going to take anyone that she can see as battle capable.
Yes.
And-
Most of the Soul Forged, the young ones, they're made from weapons, so fighting talent isn't super hard to come by. But there are some like Symphony who don't have any fighting talent, but they are powerful magic items that probably, like their utility, could be used for combat.
Right.
But-
So she'd probably work with anyone who's willing to fight, because obviously they
Okay.
have to protect themselves.
Mhm.
And she'd start out just be like, well, what are you good at? What were you made for? That kind of stuff. And then I think we briefly talked about if she's able to teach those with the talent to use psionics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to use like their own soul knife and soul archer sort of things.
Yeah. So
think
I don't know
the
how
Soul
many.
Forged are able.
I don't know how many of those there would be. Maybe you need to do a roll for it or something, or do you already have an idea?
Yeah, all right. Let's roll. How big is your class? You talking 100 or like 20 or like?
My class?
Yeah, the people you're teaching, or are you just looking
And-
for specifically?
Oh, as many as are willing.
All right. Let's say out of 100, 100. Okay, it's a scant 8
Hey,
that are
that's actually not bad.
yeah, but it makes it quite unique, and it also makes it like it's still a class.
Hmm. So she'll probably do different classes of like the melee people versus the traditional archery versus the psionic archery. And as people get more limbered up and more willing to fight, because they have their own personalities and everything, right? Even the simple ones.
Yeah. Yep.
She'll just eventually, like near the culmination of all the training, she'll just be standing almost still, just sipping wine. And there's just people on all sides shooting at her and trying to stab her. And she's just doing Matrix shit while sipping wine. Because her AC's fucking bullshit now. And that's her training of, if you can't hit me, you can't hit shit.
What's your fighting defensive AC? Because drinking wine counts as fighting AC
It's
or fighting
38.
In my book. 38. Okay.
And these are all low level people.
Yeah.
So.
God, you need to have. If you have +5 to Dex to Strength, you still need a +13 BAB to hit that. That's crazy. To hit it on a crit. To hit it on a 20. Yeah. That's just.
Oh, theoretically, any hits on a 20.
Right, but
They
for
just
cinematics.
wouldn't be able to be.
This is a cinematic. Get your rules out of here, dang.
Okay, fair enough.
Because honestly, a swarm of rats that aren't classified as a swarm would be more dangerous than most people. Because it's, 1 in 20. Just do the numbers.
Yeah.
So that's what Nara's up to.
All right. Aneski, is there anything you would want to be?
I feel like she would definitely be watching Nari's class.
Okay, I like that.
Because I think she would find it hysterical, especially just her calmly standing there drinking wine while all of these people come at her and she's fine. But
I mean, she could also teach with her because Aneski's a good warrior.
Very true. By this point, I can speak with Paul, right?
Oh,
Paul can speak with you, and you can speak with Paul.
So I feel like I would be having some conversations with Paul and beginning to understand what he's screaming about constantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of what Paul is screaming about constantly, or are you? Am I Paul? Are you Paul? I don't. Who's Paul? Can we speak to Paul?
What is Paul?
Well, one of the things Ian and I were talking about yesterday was it would be really funny if Paul is quite violent and, every time he's screaming, it's like blood for the blood god.
Oh, probably. That's how I've been imagining him, certainly.
So, yeah, we're having some heart-to-hearts. He might want me to embrace my more violent side, become more like my not real mom, but yeah, he's still a tiny hedgehog, so it's not like he can really influence anything yet.
He could just make you angrier.
Yeah, that's true.
That's when you're raging and he's like, yes, give in to the rage. Do it. Kill them.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty unsettling if your hedgehog is telling you to kill people. Like, a screaming hedgehog is pretty unsettling. Like, that would make you scream. But like a little tiny hedgehog just being like, why don't you stab them in the throat?
Exsanguinate them. What does that mean, Paul? You drain them of blood. What does drain mean? God, do I have to do all the work here?
All right. So you're taking your Paul time, and you're more relaxing than the other two, certainly. More getting in your element, I think. Less training montage, less building, more, just an esky time.
Yeah.
I like that. That just makes your next rage all that more potent. It's like, oh man, I gone so long without being angry. I need to break something. So, you all have a meeting at Broken Chain, a formerly Drow city that was enslaved Yadath until a slave revolution and some mild biological warfare put an end to that. It used to be the lowest altitude Drow city, which was terraformed just to be survivable. Now it's the highest altitude Yadath city, and also the biggest. Despite the violent history, the Drow and the Yadath are actually at peace right now. So the best way to access it is just to go through the... Oh wait, I have a map for this. I have a map that's just an actual map, not like a...
Whoa.
So...
Oh. Okay.
It's a side view, a height map. You might need to zoom out more. I may have made this map too big.
So what color are we at? Red, green, or
you
gray?
are top left, Prometheus.
Oh, okay.
Yellow is your path. So
is
you
the
are
planned path. Okay.
the planned path, yeah. So you are not even... You're not even close to being in the Underdark. Prometheus is just underneath the surface. So, let's see.
So we want to go all the way down here.
Yeah, it's a long way down. Okay. Right. So that you can access that column or that city by a steam column, which connects several Drow cities. The only problem is accessing that steam column is only available after you go through Duergar tunnels, and they wouldn't allow you to have caravans certainly. So it's not really an option for long-term trade. You're not just getting there; you're also scouting a route for the next, for a trade route, if one should ever be arranged.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, there's an alternate route, but it hasn't been traveled in a long time and is likely full of beasties. That's where you come in. The full job description is to clear a path, act as security for the meeting, and fulfill any duty that would help negotiation.
Now, out of curiosity, have we seen a limit to Symphony's powers?
So Symphony has been... there is a limit. Not like a time limit, but a limit to both their waking hours and their own exhaustion from playing too much, and also to the rate at which they can build stuff. So while fixing a city up is very easy, and in the fullness of time finishing this route, that's easy, they couldn't, rebuild this route faster than you are walking it.
But could we... Just out of curiosity, could we do a slow walk and have her build it properly?
Oh, right. I forgot to say. The Adath gave a very specific time for you to be there.
Okay.
And that gives you about 1 day of, fucking around time on this trip if it all goes as planned. So you have 1 day of, just in case, but it's not enough for you to, wait.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I figured as long as we were walking the path, we might as well secure it with her, but never mind.
I can see that. No, that's a very sensible option. I remember.
That's okay. It's only 140 feet down.
Yeah.
Oh no. My map
do
making fun of him again. Oh no.
Don't worry about it.
So it's the three of you plus Tome, Rampart. Wait, no. I remember now. Because you have. Because you chose to reincarnate Wade, it is actually Wade, the bard, the one you haven't spent much time with, Aegis, the Aegis of the cult.
Yep.
And a soul forge they requested. They requested someone who had knowledge of farming and stuff because they wanted to learn more about surface life. So you have a little soul forge called Loam, who I have a tile for somewhere.
Okay. I do ask if there's a item of historical significance to the city they wouldn't mind us taking down to reforge with something from Broken Chain to then create a new envoy soul forged to link the two cities.
That would be a good historical thing.
It just even if it's just part of something bigger, and then when reforged, people put in the thought that effectively intent matters for the forging.
Yes. Okay. Let's say they had you stop by the museum and look for anything that looks of cultural significance. You take one of the founders of the city, Emilio Earthheart, who had a like a pickaxe on a chain, kind of like a pickaxe flail.
Mm-hmm.
They used to dig stone and to fight while earth gliding at a bit of a range. So I think you take maybe a couple links out of that, or maybe the head of it, maybe.
Oh, we'll take links out of it.
Yeah,
Alright.
wouldn't like the head come across as almost violent?
Yeah, taking a severed a severed head with a it's a head with a chain link beard still attached to it. That's the dwarven way. All right, I like that option of the chain thing. A chain of one of the founders of the city. All right, so you leave through the Ancestors' Path. This is the cavern that first took the dwarves to this continent back in like the 1300s. It was a long and arduous journey, but one that even the civilians could usually take. So it's not a super hard path. Well, now there's a Duergar stronghold, part of their railway, that's halfway down that path. But you don't have to go through it. There's a sort of a side tunnel that you're going through. The path directly out of the city was repaired somewhat by Symphony, and the flow of water because the flow of water had eroded it into a ravine. Once you turn off that main path, once you start descending, it gets tough pretty quick. Most of the water flowed this way, and the tunnels show it. The topside and walls seem to be carved and man-made, but the floor is eroded into a narrow shape that you can't stand easily on. You either have to balance with 1 foot on each side of the V, or you have to walk with 1 foot in front of the other in the V, tearing up your shoes as you go. Yeah.
Could Symphony help with this part?
Probably, but they're busy right now.
Fine. Okay.
I have to take this power away from you.
That's fine.
Let's see. This tunnel has branches. Some are very small, some are wider than the tunnel you're in right now, but most of them go upwards. They likely connect to random surface caves. Another thing if this wasn't uncomfortable enough, the sound in here is just deadened. There's no echo. Even the sound of your group moving feels real quiet. It's like ominous as you enter.
That's good.
The barren Underdark.
That's fun.
Yes. It is like life should not be here. You're in the wrong place. Everything is wrong. Wade tries to lighten the mood by singing for the first little bit, but then there's no echo and nothing. It dies out. It just feels wrong in this quiet place. You walk this tunnel for more than a day. Can you tell me what camp looks like? What would you think that would?
I guess we could go into one of the bigger offshoots to have some space.
Oh yeah, like going up into one of the caves above. Yeah. All right, that makes much more sense actually than just sitting in the tunnel. All right, okay, roll a perception check.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
All right. Nari hears it first, as one would expect, but actually Neski hears it second for a fun change. Is Neski leading the way, or is Nari leading the way?
They'd be in the front. I would think Neski would probably be first because Nari's ranged, so why would she be in the front?
All right. Then you almost find this at the exact same time, as you're about 5 feet in front of one another, and your rolls are about 5 different. You can hear whispering. It's like your third day walking down this tunnel. Everything is so quiet and and so there's no echoes. The first time you hear this whisper, it is very close to you, like alarmingly close. And you hear, so soon, love will be here any moment, and all the waiting and waiting will finally be over.
Nari holds up.
Dad.
Nari holds up her bow in like a cease movement kind of gesture.
Okay. What if she's mad? Lost the sword. Gotta make it up to her. Gotta bring a gift. Gold. No, basic treasure. No, that's the same. Sacrifice. Yes, flesh and blood and sweet, sweet marrow for love.
Which
I
go.
wanna leave. Thanks.
You wanna leave? Are you not having fun in this fun tunnel? Let me take it to the counter.
Yeah, which way is that coming? Oh, Jesus, I'm zoomed out.
Yeah,
Okay,
same.
so
Oh
this
my
is
God.
a side view map. Welcome to
Oh,
the
wow,
next,
this place sucks.
the future of D&D. Oh god, can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see
Yeah.
that. And we can see
Alright.
this. And we can see that there's an offshoot here, but nothing in it.
Okay, that's where you're hearing the sound from. It would be about, like about 30 feet away by the time you hear it. A bucket comes down from the offshoot and just lands in the very, very narrow water. Like, it's just the very bottom of the V that's got any water in it at all. The bucket tries to pick up, comes out just a little bit damp, and you hear the sounds of, like, the frustration from above. Like, someone, like, trying to, holding the bucket real tight and like, why the water stop? Water, come back, please. And the bucket goes back down.
Aneski,
Mm-hmm.
yank it.
All right, I will yank the bucket against my better judgment.
Okay.
Nari is going to ready in action.
All right. You pull the bucket real hard, and you hear stone above give way as you don't even need the roll because I know your plus modifier is more than enough for this. As
Fine.
you feel a pulley break in the wall, and ropes like the rest of the rope all coming down with the bucket. You hear just the angry sounds of someone. My bucket, why? Wasn't expecting the bucket strategy right now.
The bucket strategy.
Your force, because they're holding onto the bucket as well on the other end of the string, they get pulled sort of over the gap. And so Vanessa wants to move. Did I actually take you to this page?
I did.
Good. So Vanessa would be, I guess, here now?
Yeah.
Is that within 30 feet for me? Nari would probably move up like here, just in front of Omar.
Yeah, you can move up until this action happens.
Yeah.
And then it's initiative. But yeah, you see.
Oh, Jesus.
Above, there is a form with a human torso and a spider body. He is looking down the cave at you now. Kind of lost his balance. I'll give him like, I'm gonna lower his initiative roll by like 4 because of that. Y'all roll your initiative now.
Okay.
What the fuck is this? Oh yes, I have my threefold aspect working.
All right.
So
Where the fuck's my initiative? There it is.
that does, however, lower my initiative, but that's okay.
Oh, it's still going first. Wait.
Nope.
No.
We have managed to all go behind it.
That's okay.
And wait, who has higher initiative of? Or who has higher dex of?
I have higher
Nari
dex.
and Wilma?
Pretty sure. I have 4 I have 18 dex.
I have 16 due to the. I would have 18. I
Oh,
have
what
16.
would he be? What would we even do in that case? It's a good thing you have this thing. All right.
Mhm.
And 13 for Olar. And I can just put this on the other, on the token map layer. And reveal the rest.
I was gonna say, we can't see that.
Don't worry about it. Boom.
Now we can.
Ta-da!
Drider.
All right. The Drider goes first. The Drider makes a web in the hole.
Fire of the storm.
It skitters off. Let me draw web stuff. Yeah. This is the wrong layer.
Spider-Man.
Put that on the map layer. That's that, and then it seems to skitter off quite a distance. You can hear the footsteps of little chitinous legs. And the sound of like intruders, interlopers. Come take my wishes.
We should probably kill that thing.
And let us first see if it. Yes, we probably will have to.
It doesn't sound.
No, you can also roll knowledge religion to see what.
Oh,
These last few levels, I got a fuck ton of skill points, so. Just want to make sure that's a prompt. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, you know who Loth is.
Ah!
I mean, you also have the most recent in the party to know who Loth is. Loth is a drow god or drow goddess. Not a very nice one either. But the thing about being a drow goddess is that's a bit of a misnomer. Like, the drow do not worship. They don't have access to the sky or the outer planes. They live in a godless realm. And so, if you are a god of the drow, you have literally no one worshiping you and no power. Like, it's kind of a curiosity that she exists at all, and kind of a mystery if she's ever played a significant role, because there are churches and monuments to her. It's just, today, she's nothing.
Okay.
All right, it's Star's turn. Or do you have...
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Go for it. Or don't.
Did it fucking run?
It kind of ran. It skittered a small distance.
Then, let's just keep going in formation, I guess.
I mean, you can break through web, by the way.
I'm not going up there by myself.
Okay. It's a fair point.
She can't. Her strength is 7. She can't climb.
Oh yeah, you need to fly,
and I don't have that yet.
You can't do that yet. You can almost see it there. So you want to keep going in formation?
Unless someone else has a better idea.
All right.
It kind of fucked off.
Oh, it thinks we're intruders / interlopers, so. Well, Aneski could cast a mirror image if she's being paranoid. She has access to level 2 spells now.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Fancy.
Okay.
Or, mirror image, or a blade of armor, or a blade of shield.
Because I am definitely going to want to start raging.
When you see it.
Mm-hmm. I just have this nightmare scenario of it showing up with some friends.
More targets.
By friends, I mean lots.
We would win in a choke battle for sure.
Yeah.
But like swarms,
Swarms might be an issue. Actually, I do cold damage. Would that count against a swarm?
Yeah, that would.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't weapon damage.
Yeah. It would be fine. So yeah, that's my vote. Just keep walking.
Okay, let's...
Yeah, I think... Alright, you can all just move forward and we'll just shift the initiative down. It's like just out of sight. You only make it a few feet before Nessie would see. Okay. There's another hole just above us. And if that's going to be...
Oh, this thing here?
Yeah.
How long does it take? Can you do a take 20 on a perception check?
It take 20 is like 2 minutes to take 20 on a perception check.
What's it take 10?
You can always take 10.
Okay. I'll do a take 10. Perception for a 27. Just looking at that, seeing if there's like maybe a trap or something.
There's no trap that you can see there, and
Okay.
you're pretty good at seeing traps. It seems to genuinely be just a, if somewhat narrow, a little way through the cave.
Maybe poke it with your bardiche.
Yeah, I was about to say, could I poke it with my bardiche?
All right. So you're gonna go under there and just poke up with your bardiche?
Yep. I
All
can't
right.
see this going badly.
Oh, I was
Have your
thinking you'd
extendo
stand
ones
here
down?
and poking the hole like that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. It is regular stone.
All right. Well, let's hope nothing's looking down.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start the first effect, the first use of our new gas masks.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask, what do those look like? Are they actual gas masks? Are they just like, put this magic necklace on and you have a bubble around you, or is this?
Do we want to be like scary Russian SWAT team? Are we going for more of a like?
I like the Bloodborne-esque doctor's masks.
The plague mask?
Plague masks, yeah.
Plague doctor?
And it would fit well for
let's-
Nari's facial structure, so...
Deal, let's...
Take off the bird mask. It's a bird face. Like
And
I
both
said
of your
like
masks
this.
don't need to be the same. Okay, well, both of them have plague doctor masks. You know what? I will also, just for the theme,
The
have a
trio.
plague doctor mask. Except, yeah, I just have a plague doctor mask too.
So what spell are you using?
I use the salt spray ring.
Ah.
So that'll be, and so my familiar uses it, and effectively I walk a bit because the cloud will follow us, and so we now have 20 foot radius of
Nice.
fog that we can see through, but they need to be within 5 feet to not have full total concealment on us.
Let's put this 20 foot.
I'll still be in
not
front of you.
square.
Just for safety. Actually, should I be in front of you?
Also, if you hold Alt while you're moving, you can, not be flipped into the ground and such.
Oh, that's nice.
So you should all say that aura. That's your salt spray.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
So follow the familiar.
Okay. So not far behind you is the NPCs, which are probably not going to fare as well in a fight as you are. That is one thing you might want to consider.
Oh, yeah.
We're okay with dealing with this first.
Okay. If you just pass fully under the cavern, then this thing might just land on your compatriots, or while you're separated, decide to go after them.
Oh, there was a big web over there. Hopefully it can't go through its own web instantly. But
Can you just dismiss a web? Is that something you can do?
If it's not a magical web, no.
Oh, it is a magical web. It is the spell web.
Okay, well then, what web Pathfinder? Does it have the magic D next to it? It does. Standard action.
Oh, okay. Standard action. All right. So then it's not going to just plop onto you. That's good. All right. I'm going to just reveal more of this tunnel upwards, if you so. There's a small, lip, a resting place, as it were. And seems to just go up into more caves.
Hmm.
Does anyone...
That's a pain in the ass.
Yep.
If only you had some sort of convenient rope with which to climb that was mounted to the wall above you. Oh, only no one destroyed the pulley.
Yeah.
Ripped the rope out of the wall.
Ripperoonie.
Well, I thought it was going to be a smaller dude that would get pulled down, so. What if we backtrack, break the web, and then have Aneski pull us up?
All right.
Sure.
I will say, everyone wants to roll perception versus this thing stealth. You can kind of figure out where it is right now.
Oof.
Oof.
22.
Ouch.
Don't oof me.
22's not great against stealth.
I
For
mean,
something built
maybe.
for stealth.
I don't think it's built for stealth. Yeah, it's only Oh no, that is pretty good.
Oh. Does Alexander see it?
Okay. Who wins and ties? I'm not gonna say what I scored.
It's meat
but
to
who's-
beat. So we're aggressing on the defense
Okay,
of
you're
the
the
stealth.
aggressors, so you. Okay. So you win. Actually, all right. So Vomar thinks it's. Vomar has no idea where it is. The other two of you can hear a small, like a cackling over here.
Sorry, over where?
Right over here.
Oh, okay. I was too far left. Okay.
So you believe that your other room should be quite secured.
Okay, and can this passage fit us?
Oh, that's true. If we could actually walk up this.
Will
I
be
believe
climb-
so. Yeah, that passage can certainly fit you. Who wants to go up first?
Well,
I'll do it.
Ask you. You summon the mighty noodle arms to reach far up, and
Yeah, before I go up, I wiggle them a little bit just to make everyone uncomfortable.
yeah, they're much more uncomfortable with Ineski's noodle arms than the blood and marrow and sweet, whatever it was above.
Let's go.
Should we tie a rope to Aneski and then just like let her drag us?
I go.
Hell yeah.
I go into the bag of holding, and then I let my familiar pick up the bag of holding and fly after.
Quick question: did we keep the bucket?
It's probably over here.
Sure,
Within
yeah.
range of you.
I want to keep the bucket.
Okay.
Okay. I will ask no questions. You have the bucket.
Awesome.
And we'll tie that extra rope around you, and Nary will just hold on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then I start my climb.
All right. Roll climb check.
Okay.
You should be pretty good at climb checks.
Yeah, I think I have decent climb check. Well, it's okay. Let's see what happens.
Ah. All right. I think you.
Well,
on that.
because you actually have two walls to brace against, that is enough.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this should
You
be a
can
5
definitely climb.
DC.
I'm just trying to figure out what the like how fast your progress is. From
It'll
this, it's
be
not.
probably half her movement speed.
All right. That's not bad then. So Vomar's in her bag of holding right now?
Yes.
Okay.
And my familiar's following her, bringing the fog cloud with.
Haha! Nari's doing fine.
Nari's doing great, okay? Nari's doing better than anyone. You find it's like using your wings on two surfaces and your hands on the other, your legs on the other. It's like spider climbing. It's easy. It's just like flying, except it's rocks.
And it's awful.
Yes. All right.
So how far does Zaneski get on one turn?
I don't know. We're kind of skipping the turn order right now because this thing isn't fighting you actively. You actually find, instead of a like the enemy you were trying to find, you see just a pile of gold and random crap. Amongst it, there is an hourglass about 3 feet tall, so just massive. It is currently counting down. It is covered in skull motifs and like snaky patterns and spidery patterns and just general spooky looking shit. It is counting down. There is maybe 5 minutes left in the glass right now.
I don't really like this.
I don't like this.
I poke my head outside of the bag.
At the top of it, there is a button. And it's like occasionally the skull face just flashes with light, and you hear the like artificial skeleton laugh noise of like.
I cast detect magic on it.
Oh, it's magic.
I'm gonna use a spellcraft check to try to figure out what the fuck is that.
You know,
Okay.
part of me thinks it would be fun to take that and bring that to life.
If it doesn't blow up. It's surrounded by gold. I wonder if this is a fucking trap.
What would spellcraft tell you about it?
What does a 41 spellcraft tell me about that?
Oof.
Okay. Can you tell me what the spellcraft skill should do? Like, is this identifying auras? It's not detect magic.
No, this would be effectively identify. If it's a magic item, I would be able to figure out what it is.
Identify the properties of a magic item. The DC is 15 plus the item's caster level, so he probably nailed it.
Yeah, I think so. Unless you're fighting a artifact made by a caster level, what would that be? 25, 26, 27?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You look closely at it, and you are pretty sure this is some sort of prank. This is not a bomb of any sort. This is you have to press this every hour. It resets, and no one wants to know what happens if it runs out. Like just a terrible gnomish prank that got washed down here when everyone evacuated.
Does it actually do anything when it runs out of time?
No.
Oh. All right.
I forgot spellcraft checks existed because I was hoping you would keep this thing on you for like 4.5 sessions. Anyways, make a will save.
Oh, for myself?
Let's say no, Nari.
Oh, all right.
It has snakes on it. You probably want to smash it.
Does it? I thought it had skulls.
It has skulls and snakes and spiders.
Oh, it's
and all
not a
sorts of
move. Are they
spookiness.
moving?
No.
Oh, then she's not stupid. She just hates
What?
snakes.
So if I put a cucumber down right beside you, are
she
you not
might
gonna freak out?
she might flinch. Oof, that is a bad roll.
You have a plus 18.
I
God
know,
damn.
right?
Okay, no, you're fine. There was a you hear a whisper from above as the fucking drider like looks in at you playing with their toy.
Okay.
And
Do I have my whose turn next? Is it mine?
yeah, it's gonna be your turn next.
Okay,
They're
the drider has to
testing.
see me, right?
Yes, their face is like clearly in view of the.
Can they actually see us? We have a fog cloud.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that means I can see it, and it can't see me.
Okay, I don't.
Welcome to SWAT tactics, Frosty.
The suggestion need line of sight. I don't even remember. I'm just gonna roll with it.
For now, say it.
Actually, oh wait, I remember. I remember one of the things about this thing that isn't in the drider page. Yeah, it saw you.
Okay, that's fine.
Or it knew someone was there anyway. At any rate.
So
Try his tremor
if I can
sense.
see it,
That's
is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna full attack it.
Okay. Show me what you got.
I'm not hasted, sadly. I am not fighting defensively at the moment. Gotta get that damage up. Or that to hit up. And...
Okay. That is a 1, 2, 3 hits.
3 hits, okay.
Even
And
the
3 hits in a
17.
row.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
wait. What's the first one? Oh, that was your will save. Okay. 2 hits. 2 in a row.
2 hits, okay. I am gonna use... Never mind. I am gonna do this though. It would be.
Should be over here. Yeah.
So I got 2 hits, you said?
Yep.
Oh, that is wrong. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna roll that again. It is 1d8.
Is that also including the linked striking, or no?
It is, but I did that wrong. Sorry, I haven't actually had a chance to use this yet.
No, that's perfectly fine. That's just why we
Rip
have.
snake.
Two confirmed hits, right?
Yep.
And one of those hits is consecutive. So I did 41.
Okay, dang.
Nice.
Ah, fuck.
Pretty much exactly that, yeah. You see that they like looked down all creepy like at you and like
And
pointed and like was like, "Hey, you should go to the." Oh God!
It's up
Okay,
there.
It is still alive, but it is more than bloody. It is pretty badly wounded. Vomar, you're up.
Head poking out of a bag.
Yep. I am going to use my standard action and lower its AC and saves by 4.
Nice.
Reveal weakness.
Okay, does that give that?
No
give
save, just
no
it
save?
has to be in 30 feet.
Okay,
That's
And it's
strong.
for
You
1
done?
round.
okay.
So I poked my head out of the bag, did that, and I just say, Aneski, you can hit it from here.
Nice.
All right.
I want to hit
Noodle!
it.
It's
All right,
literally 15 feet.
Yeah, Jesus.
Noodle
Long
arms,
range
look at
melee.
All right, let's go.
Vomar's helping.
That's a pretty good help.
Okay.
now 16.
Wait, did my attack go up?
Your attack should have gone up.
Plus 22 or 17?
No. That you now get 2 attacks when you full attack. One not
Okay.
hasted, one at plus 22 and one at plus 17.
Perfect. That's what I was trying
Okay,
to
both
figure
of those are higher than its AC now. So just don't roll a 1.
Roll a d20.
out. Oh, come now, Frosty.
Oh wow. Okay,
Damn.
show me the damage numbers.
Okay, 1d10 plus
18.
18.
And then
Okay.
again.
Nice.
Okay. It takes that first hit and it's like, I'm still and then it's gone. The second hit just takes it down. I assume still British form, you just hack
Mhm.
into the body and it just sort of slumps down now and falls into the pit with its the thing it probably believed was a actual terrible weapon and a pile of gold.
I throw the bucket at it.
Here's the water now, bitch.
Okay.
So
Congratulations.
can we take the creepy thing?
It's all yours.
I wanna.
Do you stuff it in the same bag I have? Hey, Vomar, what? Ah!
And again, it's like 3 feet tall. It is a gigantic, stupid, like.
I want to bring it to life.
Okay. That's just
Danger! Danger!
It's just a
Warning,
fake,
do not do this.
just a fake scary guy.
Yeah.
All right.
And its name shall be Jump Scare.
I love
This
it.
thing would be at.
And it's a
-16.
mesmerist.
That sounds about right. This thing would not be instant killed by that, but it would be, very badly bleeding out on the floor. It's kind of gross. I don't know what you want to do.
I look at it, I think of the long history of drow and driders and how they come to be. And I go, likely we can't...
my driders are a bit different than regular driders. I'm going to tell you that there.
Okay.
Also, one detail. One of its, it's hard to see, even with dark vision, because dark vision is colorblind. It's hard to see it, but this thing has... It's missing one eye, and the other eye looks wrong, like there's no pupil on it. And after a bit of investigation, you realize it's not an eye, it's an egg.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yikes.
You can also, even after it's... Well, I guess it's not quite dead yet, but you can see some squirming in its human belly. Looks quite uncomfortable.
I'm going to pull out a bit of alchemist fire.
Yep.
And I'm going to pour the alchemist fire on it.
All right.
Specifically on the belly and the eye.
Okay.
It is never too much. Fire is a great cleanser in the Underdark.
See the legs twitch, and then stop twitching. It is dead. And then, in the ashes, just a little while later...
I guess we also moved up to...
it fell down with you. I should
Oh.
move that here. And then in the ashes, you see just a little bit more squirming. Something not very big.
I give a pair of tweezers, like tongs, to Anetsky, and I say, could you find what's squirming? I want to know exactly what we avoided.
Okay.
You're gonna reach in there with the tweezers?
Tongs.
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 Every adventurer should have a set of tongs to touch the cursed artifacts and weird stuff. You're like, at least there's an extra foot of metal in between you and whatever you're touching.
That's a pretty good piece of advice, actually. All right, with the tongs, you sift through the ashes a bit and find what's squirming. It's a little pink plant, usually a result of Banta stone, which is the new name I have for that black stone that creates life in the Underdark. Omar would kind of recognize what's happening here, and that is, if you, normally, this stone just creates life and you eat it, but if you want to, be on the go and never have to worry about this, you can just swallow one of these crystals, and it'll keep on feeding you, but if it's big enough to not pass through your digestive system, if it's big enough to be stuck in your stomach, then the things it make are also quite big. Like in this case, it's maybe a shrew-sized, biting, flailing little angry plant.
Oh.
That was in this thing's stomach, literally all the time, reincarnating, biting, dying, being digested, coming back.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
I do not like this.
Paul probably wrestles with it.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Death to plants!
Congratulations. You have... what was the gold amount I had for this? That's right. I have this moment of time to plan.
Yeah.
Let's grab the...
What was over here in this section? Just more
I
area?
can reveal the whole map.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just like a connected area. The original plan was someone was going to chase them up, leave Omar behind, and then it was going to come down the other way and just tackle them.
Huh.
Whoever got left behind.
No, we went as a team.
Yeah.
SWAT team.
We shouldn't have webbed.
I'm gonna beg myself, thank you very much.
Now, I will mention, if someone decides to hit the bag, which has much less AC than you,
Oh yeah.
and much less health, you do get sucked into the astral plane.
Actually,
you can live
for bags of holding, it's actually if they get ripped, all the contents spill out. The only astral plane stuff is if you put a portable hole inside a bag of holding.
I thought you lost everything inside a bag of holding.
Nope, it pulls out.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's still a lot of money you just fucking wasted.
Luckily, with Greater Make Whole, I can actually repair magic items.
Fuck yeah.
It's a level 4 spell. I just got access to that. However, I'm not going to spend most battles inside the bag of holding. In fact, I don't want that to be the case.
This was a special case, I think.
Because I just couldn't climb up.
All right, you get about 5,000 gold each.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, not insignificant. This
thing's been preying on a lot of people.
We did a good job.
Or just sifting out whatever fell down here.
Okay.
The tunnel above, you assume, connects all the way to the surface. Who knows where this thing's been? But if it's preying to Loth, then it should need surface access to do so.
It seems like this thing was working by itself.
Well, I can only hope that is the case.
I mean, we could go up and check, I guess.
Yeah, I'll allow that. It's a very long way up.
Oh, okay.
There are no signs of anyone but this.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I do have. Well, let me do a real thing. I have an okay survival check. Yeah. I don't see any tracks of anything else.
Okay. I'll give you this. This thing's eye should be somewhere. Its other eye, the one that isn't an egg. Or the one that, the other egg, you assume it would be.
All right.
It should be somewhere, but...
I guess I'll...
it's...
Is there any point in doing a perception check around?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to find it. I think wherever it is, it's long gone.
Yeah, it could have been eaten by something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Shit happens. Well, that was a sad little encounter.
Mm-hmm.
That is why you get ring assistance and not eat the fucking Vantas. There are definitely exiles Yadath exiles I have met that have replaced part of their body with Phantastone, and the results are always disturbing. Like, did you know they replaced one of their 3 eyes with a Phantastone? It's ludicrous.
That seems kind of weird.
You have only ever seen 2 eyes on Vomar.
Yeah. Do all your death have the same number of eyes on them?
No.
Okay. Good.
Because there's heavy body mods, so...
Yeah, that makes sense.
The only real consistency is that there's a torso, a head, and usually 2 arms and 2 legs.
All right. Are we all back or just...
Yes.
Okay. You got 5,000 gold, by the way.
I've added it to your ledger.
Awesome.
Under called Drider's Spoils.
Okay. So, we now come to, if we go to the map, come to the ruins of a city called Solstuff. And y'all can roll knowledge history about this.
Huh. A bunch of us can do knowledge history.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Can I, though? Yes. Yes, I can. I can't, actually. No. Can't do it.
Okay. I'm
Nesky
glad that Aneski knows best, because this is more pertinent to Aneski's history than the rest of you.
Cool.
Solstuff, at least like 2,000 years ago, so twice as far back as your ancestor and all that, this was a place that humans lived in the Underdark. It was during the Quiet, which is, again, that long stretch of history where basically nothing lived, except in the Godshade and in the Underdark. This place has been, thoroughly explored historically. The people here sort of booked it out of this place and to Brightholme, which is that ancient old human city that Neski certainly has memories of, none her own. But yes, it's just sort of it's not a big city, it's a series of ruins. It's been explored, everything historically valuable has been taken. It's kind of just a set of pretty dangerous caves. But that's where your road takes you.
Woo.
Welcome to Solstoff Farm. It's the name of this map. So this top part is again, side view map. You are traveling down, and suddenly that little tiny stream of water below your feet stops me. Pardon. It just hits just a solid thing of water.
No problem for me.
We can breathe under. Well, our masks let us breathe underwater.
Yeah.
The only one that cannot do it is the dwarf.
Yeah, poor Wade.
The flesh dwarf.
The flesh dwarf, yes. All right. So you'll just want to go on through?
We could... We could try and scout it and then come back and shove them in a bag if we have to. If it's a short passage.
True enough.
Yeah.
If not, I will have to prepare a longer-term water-breathing solution.
All right. So if you go scout it, you'll find very quickly. Hey, there it is.
Oh.
You did it.
We did it. Oh, then he can just swim it.
There it is.
He can swim that.
Yeah. Anyone can swim that.
So I guess we'll have Aneski go first and we'll follow suit.
Yeah,
all right.
Let's go.
So
Neski's first through. And...
Put us where you want us in the formation.
A formation. Da, da.
Oh my god, we can float.
Oh my god. Like, hereish?
Yeah.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you down to the map that actually has, side view stuff. I wanted to just give
this
that
is
layer
side
of
view. I
separation.
see. Neat.
Yeah. Let me do there and reveal this darn place. How big is 60 foot?
Hey, neat. I like the side view stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's a different element to it. So you find, basically, after going through that dip, you're on a road quite like the road you were just on. Except this has a floor and no walls, rather than that one which had walls and no floor. You're in a very interesting place. The ceiling is bandstone. You don't see the plant that it would be creating, and that might be a good thing because that would be quite a big plant. The ground looks like dry, trampled soil, but along the edges of the room, there's like fossilized plants. Just look a little bit like surface grass. The entire ceiling is bandstone. It's very bizarre and clearly intentional because this place is settled. There's actually a stone patio in front of you, which even has what looks like a sundial on it, despite being underground.
It's not practical.
No, it's not.
Sometimes they do not care about the practicality.
Roll perception.
I'm still on the old map.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
You should...
Unless you just need to scroll down, because I...
Oh, it's because I'm so far zoomed in. Gotcha.
Okay, there you go. Because the top left corner is definitely recycled. Don't even pretend I didn't recycle that. Okay. Roll perception.
I could do that. Ooh, 2 in a row. Nailing it.
Oh, no.
Welcome to my world.
No, get this Faust curse away from me.
Perception.
Oh.
Whoa.
You can do it for me. It's fine.
See,
It's on.
Nari's too concerned about if water got into her wine when she comes out of the water.
She just keeps spilling extra wine out. Like, there might be a little... I'm going to keep trying.
And you two, you hear to the south, or to your right, I should say. Because I don't think south means much, but...
It
makes
makes sense on this map.
Yes, it does. To your right, you hear the sounds of fighting, like actually more like the sounds of defeat, the sounds of chomping and a brutal death.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
Yikes.
And then the stone above you, it starts to, in the way Vantage Stone does, in a way that Bomar is familiar with, but on a much bigger scale. It seems to suck in air, like the whole room. It gets lower pressure. Your ears kind of pop, and then just a big black blob falls, and it kind of falls right on you.
Oh, no.
You all can make a reflex save.
Hey.
Reflex save.
Okay.
Is it magical? Is it a spell?
It's not a spell.
Okay.
Everything's magical. It's a fantasy world.
I had to ask.
Okay, none of you are hit.
Oh.
You did fine.
Ian hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's your perception. Yeah, none of you are hit.
Oh, nailed it.
Good job, team.
Okay.
Roll out, team. Literally, roll.
As this black blob sort of takes form, I want you all to roll a will save now.
Fuck.
And fellas, this is going to be a tough one, but don't be too worried. Oh my God, Snake! Oh my God! Why do you do this to me?
It's like I know this game is rocket tag and defense is really important.
Oh, but the defense makes this whole encounter less fun. Okay. All right.
Does Aneski fall to?
Oh, of course. I mean, of course. But the rest of you, you're fine, despite how much more fun it would be if you weren't. Okay. A massive tree.
Oh, fuck.
Falls on the bunch of you, and well, two of you recognize its terrifying malice. Aneski, you see that face, and you just think, "Hey, what a fun-looking fella." That's that's not even like a scary, terrible tree. That's just like your friend Buzzbo, the friendly tree ant.
Nice. I love trees.
So it falls down on you. Okay. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
This tree has +3 initiative? Why?
Oh, fuck, man. She's so surprised.
Why does it have +3 initiative? Oh my God.
I mean, are you sad that it's so low?
No, I'm sad that it's a tree.
It's a goddamn tree, but it's quick.
Okay, so that is Aneski, tree, then Omar, and Nari. Just got to remember all the names of everyone. And now, boom. Now we have our initiative. Okay. So Aneski goes first.
I would like to hug the tree.
Grapple check.
Yeah, you see those two starting to get their bearings. You're like, what? What are you even fighting about? What, don't be scared. It's just our good friend Buzzbo. We've met Buzzbo's been with us this whole time.
Oh no.
All right. Okay. So if you hug the tree, that's. I don't think you get another save. I gotta reread this.
One question though. How is Paul reacting to the tree?
Oh, roll that.
Oh yeah, he needs to roll a will save.
Yeah, what would Paul do?
Paul can use your will save.
Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna
Paul
be
is
better than whatever Paul's will save is.
Roll. Oh no, you're both loving that tree.
Paul is also loving that tree. Okay.
But
So-
love and hate are the same thing for Paul. Paul attacks. Paul, being of malice.
Okay. All right. It goes to the tree. The tree is going to see who's attacking or who isn't affected, and it's gonna just take a little swipey swipe at them. Do I have? Is this the one enemy that I didn't actually set up the attack damage for? No, I did. Okay, good.
Okay.
Well, I'm in front. That's all I have to say.
Oh, don't worry. It's got attacks for all of you.
Oh boy, I'm also not.
Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you said her bardiche can change into any weapon?
Oh yeah.
Pathfinder has stats for a chainsaw.
Okay. Okay.
Don't worry, it's a technological weapon. You really don't need to include it in your game.
Just make it a
I just
lumber
thought it'd
axe.
be funny as fuck to mention the fact that we're fighting a giant tree, and theoretically we could attack it with a chainsaw.
All right. Ari. Omar. You're flat-footed right now. Oh God.
Vomar gives 0 shits.
Well, that second
Omar
one's
is
hitting
fucking
me.
ready. Okay. I gotta do to confirm. for that
Flat-footed
one.
is 23.
Okay.
You're
So what's the
flat-footed's
confirm?
23?
Yep, and that's without fighting defensively because I can't.
How?
And that is not a confirm. So
Okay, so it hits once
Yes.
with all of that. So this thing. Let me just remember how this works. I
mage
made
armor
these
as well.
macros
Ian,
literally a month ago.
next to you.
I didn't write down the damage. Dang it.
Wait, Ian, the 4 from mage armor is thanks to you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I just thought most of your stuff was like dodge bonuses.
Oh no, I mean I have only 27 right now total.
Yeah, no, but flat-footed, you take away all your dex
Right.
and dodge bonuses.
I only have 23 at that point.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, because most of it's through wisdom. That's why.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I think you lose your monk wisdom bonus
Oh, do you?
if you're flat-footed. Just because it's all dodge bonus.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it adds to your. It's good for touch AC. It's not good for flat-footed.
Okay, then I probably get hit by.
These bonuses apply even against touch attacks or when the monk is flat-footed. Nope.
Oh, no.
The wisdom bonus does.
Okay.
Dang.
Then
that's
you
really good.
you lose the bonus if you're immobilized or helpless
That
if
makes
you wear
sense.
any armor, shield, or carry a medium or heavy load.
okay.
So it turns out it's just your monk reflexes.
Awesome.
Awesome.
In previous editions, you would have lost it flat-footed.
Well, I'm glad we're playing Pathfinder right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, if you're
All
playing
right.
3.5, things would be even weirder.
All right. So that is a. Oh God, what did that just? Why did that roll so many times? What the heck?
Grab attack.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that did 12 damage and 32 if that beats your flat-footed CM.
CMD?
Yes.
It likely does.
Yes. 'Cause my
Okay.
CMD is 32 normally, so I'm assuming it would be less flat-footed.
All right. It is a plus grab and pull. I don't know what that means exactly.
So it's 32 damage, you said?
no, 12 damage.
12 damage.
Mhm.
Okay.
And Anessa gets to reroll her wisdom save. Or will save.
Let's go.
Oof.
Okay. Not quite. Not quite. But
And
close.
just here's Paul.
Hey, Paul's out.
Paul's out.
Paul bites in the skin. You must kill the tree.
Paul, you say that about everyone, though. Okay. It is Vomar's turn. Nara, you are held in the air by a giant vine.
This is bad.
Yeah.
What kind of knowledge check would I be rolling to figure out? what this is. Would it be
Uh,
knowledge nature?
It would be either nature or engineering.
Well, I'll just do nature.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I?
18.
Yeah.
How do I? Is it like?
It would probably be
Pencil,
like
yeah.
what it's called and an important fact about it.
Okay, this is called a hangman tree, and it does some mind influencing stuff to try and get the jump on prey.
Okay. This is bad news bears. So I know it's some kind of plant.
Yes, it is a plant.
Okay.
And God, I'm so happy I found that horrifying picture of a tree person. Ah, very happy. Okay.
I am going to. Huh. Okay. Just trying to figure out if there's something I can do. Oh yeah, Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
I take a step back, try to cast defensively because I think its vines could probably still hit me.
Yep.
So I do not succeed, so I do not cast the spell I was going to. I stop because it can
so
just
cast
smack
defensively
me.
is you
roll to see if you can cast the spell without doing an attack of opportunity.
but you will not get hit rather than you.
I would prefer not to cast the spell rather than
get hit and pulled up. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay.
And so I'm going to instead do my standard action -4 to its AC, -4 to its saves.
All right. Very good.
And fog cloud. Wait, sea salt
ring.
Salt spray.
Salt spray ring.
Salt spray.
Yep. Oh, I need to grab your little guy from the other.
I'm just on command. Okay. So familiar plunges us into Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Probably it retreated with me as well. Actually, no. It's
I could be assisting with a thingy right now.
Yep. But it spent its standard action to activate the salt spray ring.
All right.
So now I hopefully have total concealment versus grabby trees.
Yes.
Okay. Looking at if you are a grappled table, because I'm usually not on this end of the grapples, it says I can make a full attack with a light or one-handed weapon against any creature within my reach.
Yeah,
I have a one-handed
fair.
bow that doesn't require arrows to notch.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay.
You can attack.
I'm just gonna do a full attack because I'm not breaking out. It's not fucking happening.
I think you have something so you can attack in close quarters, not attack from opportunity, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Part of Zen Archer.
Good then. Roll them bones.
So it would be 30-foot normal damage. I haven't had a chance to get gravity bow up because we're usually in a fight before it happens. That is the wrong thing. Cancel that. I'm gonna do this one.
I love how clean that is.
Right?
Yeah, those all hit.
Okay. 3 confirmed hits, 2 are consecutive. 67 damage.
Oh my god.
Get
Poor
fucked,
Buzzbow.
tree!
Poor Buzzbow. Oh my god.
And it passes DR, if there is any.
It's cold damage.
Yeah.
Now, if it has resistance to cold...
That would be sad for me. And I'd have to change my tactics.
Oh, this one doesn't.
Good.
It's vulnerable to electricity, apparently, not fire.
Oh man, I wish I had electricity.
Get wrecked.
Be cool, right? No, wait, actually, ice is cooler.
Yeah.
All right. Neski, you're up.
Aneski, fucking help!
Oh, wait, dude. you got a new save each time it attacks someone, but it didn't attack anyone.
Oh, okay. So
You're just seeing Nari getting
I'm
picked up
like,
and hugged
yeah.
by.
Why don't you hug it back?
That's a good idea. I want to hug the tree. I love the tree. Paul is like climbing up my shoulder and screaming into my ear.
Yeah, Paul can
But-
attack.
Paul isn't raging though,
Oh yeah, that's
because
right.
he only rages when she rages, and she's not raging. She's happy.
Dang it, she's so happy right now. It's a good friend
So-
Buzzbo.
Roll your CMB. Down the tree.
Big hug, big tree.
I love tree.
Buzzball's like, no, less love.
You're taking up one of its vines with your love. It now has
So-
2 vines taken.
What do I roll? My CM.
You don't actually need to roll anything if you're just not trying to hurt it.
Yeah.
And,
I hug
Alright.
tree. I love tree.
Okay, let's see. Tree is going to swallow whole on.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, it's going to swallow Nari whole, and then take its, well, I guess, remaining 2 vines, and or does that take a standard action? This
That-
stupid page doesn't have the.
Swallow
No.
hold usually is a standard action, isn't it?
yeah. It would
Okay.
spend its standard action gulping.
Now, what does that do to me? Does that do
Uh,
damage immediately?
I believe that does damage immediately.
Awesome. How bad's the damage?
It's rolling. It's taking a while. Okay.
Okay.
only
Getting
a
near half health over here.
All right. Wait, what? Oh yeah, you took hit before. Okay. I was like,
I'm like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, what?
I was like, what? Did Snarry only have 30 health? Did I forget? All right. So that's standard action. You are swallowed, or does it? Do you roll at CMB? None of the grapple rules are on
It
the page
would
of my
roll. It would roll its CMB to force Nari down its throat.
So it could fail. It didn't.
Okay. All right. It's got you now. It's real.
Because yeah, I'm reduced. I don't have my deck, so no. It was close.
Oh no, you aren't flat-footed anymore.
Oh, then my CM.
You've had your turn.
Oh, my CMD is 32 then.
Okay, it fails to swallow you whole then.
I
That's right.
You're
shoved-
just squirming too hard.
She shoves the bow in its mouth. Fuck you!
Hey, it's Vomar's turn. Vomar, you got anything?
Well, I'm going to, in the cloud of everything, go up and cast protection against evil with an Esky.
Ooh.
Oh, with that.
So it suppresses mind-influencing effects.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Boop.
Aneski. This thing doesn't look like your friend anymore.
Oh my
Buzzball looks
God.
real scary.
It's trying to eat your bird friend.
I just look at Nari and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, Nari's like just pulled her head out of its mouth, and you're like looking at it like, huh? You're just hugging one of its arms, like it's.
Mistakes were
Well-
made.
Also, because you haven't had a turn yet, I'm gonna put your turn now because I feel bad otherwise.
Okay, I would very much like to rage, and I would very much.
Okay, I didn't hear the last of it, but I assume it was hit it, right?
Yes.
Go for it.
I guess make your sword a great sword or something.
A lumber axe.
Just a big axe, yeah. I mean, a Bardiche is already kind of a big
Yeah,
axe.
kind of.
Okay. I'm attacking the tree now.
No, Buzzbo.
This is against its normal full AC. I did not renew the reveal weakness.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that totally hits though.
You get to attack twice. Remember, one
Yeah.
at 17 as well.
Plus 17.
Yeah, that also hits.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go roll.
2d10 plus 38? No, 36. Can't wait till I can give you.
Nice.
Okay. Just the thunderous crash, you just cut through its poor body and like through its hollow stomach it was trying to trap Nari and like right into the like making a dent in the road beneath. You cut the thing in twain. Like Buzzbow, no.
Paul screams.
And then you see just like a sort of black vapor coming off of its body as it lays down. And it starts to seep up into the ceiling.
This is gonna be bad.
I'm going to I want to investigate the
You have a few
sundial.
minutes. It's not gonna. Okay, if you want to investigate the patio, congratulations. You move forward.
Can I get one of
There is
those
a-
lenses?
Oh yeah, I think I want to change my answer from one of you gets a lens to all three of you have a lens, and it's
Shared uses.
yeah, shared uses.
Okay, and so it's 46
46. Yep.
plus anything or no?
Nope.
Straight D6s.
14.
Actually, if we were using it on an Esky, yes, it would get a bonus, but that's
Oh, that's
because
true.
an Esky is so very weird.
I'm gonna do it twice. I'm at 3 damage.
All right. Yeah. So the nature of this cave is that this thing is going to just keep populating the area.
Can we break those
And-
crystals or what?
It's one big ass crystal, and the nature of Vanta Stone is it gets stronger the bigger it is. So while this is something you can definitely deal with, it's also pretty hard. But your best bet would
And
be
it's very hard to this is not going to be a good trade route. It's like, yeah, it's going to create some horrific plant monster.
Mhm.
So
I mean,
just-
you could turn Vanta Stone is valuable because you can turn it into more manageable crystals than just have a nice little field here with like little angry plant mice.
No, that's true.
Perfect edible size, but you need to shatter this thing.
Would
Hmm.
Vomar, do you think I should shoot the crystal?
You could damage it, yes, but I'm trying to think. Oh, I might have a way. It will take me a minute.
You also start to
Defend me.
hear
All right, we'll just stand right fucking here.
you hear shuffling from the south.
Ah, fuck. What's in the south?
So that was where you heard this thing dying before when it started to before it respawned last time. And then actually, how far can you see south? Anyways,
60 feet.
Aneski might
okay,
want
so
to
this
move
is
into
already-
the cloud.
pardon?
Aneski might want to move into the cloud with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also poke healing wand at person who needs to be healed.
Yeah, sure, I'll take the 3 damage. I am fully healed.
All right.
We have 6 more.
You hear
Yep.
shambling kind of over, like it sounds like something is climbing over rocks to the south. Whatever it is, it gives no sort of notice or any language or hailing of any sort. It is just kind of coming towards.
Well, I say, I believe that I can create a 7 cubic feet of material that will shatter the stone.
What material?
Effectively, I'm creating an alchemy material.
Oh, are you creating a giant
My-
bomb?
I mean, yes.
Oh, Vomar, that's classic. Well, you know where to duck and cover when the time comes.
Actually, I'm a little bit worried that an uncontrolled detonation might end up caving in the roof. But then again, the most problems of cave-ins is not being able to breathe. And that's not a problem.
Well, actually, the first problem is the rocks crushing your tiny, frail body to little pieces. The second problem is definitely the breathing, yeah. All right, I think, Vomar, roll an alchemy check.
Haha.
And if you're doing it for... Oh, wait, no, the minute's the cast time, right?
Yeah, so I'm not doing anything quite yet. I'm not rolling high. I just have high bonuses.
All right, I think 23 you can make a bomb that is reasonably, like, something that you could set off with a fire cantrip and then dive into the water.
True enough.
So you're going to try and cave this, or not cave the place in, but just shatter the ceiling.
Shatter the ceiling.
All right, I like it.
So, I guess I will stand near the middle, and I tell the other two to defend me while I rip stuff to shatter.
Oh man, if I was more prepared right now, I'd give you a character sheet for one of the NPCs that's following you and have them come over. But I'm not. So, yeah, all right. Let's let the games begin. I'm gonna keep your... Oh, I didn't write down your initiative numbers. Dang it. Okay, we'll just roll initiative fresh then.
Okay. Hey, that's better. Hey.
So that's effectively going to be my familiar, moving around, providing cover, and aiding other checks.
All right. So that is 22, 22, and that guy's only got an 11.
And Alexandra.
Oh, sorry. I just got a baby shower invitation.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did you tell them to just, why would the baby need a shower? Babies have baths.
Babies can't even stand. They can't take a shower. It's crazy. So, wait.
All right. Initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Plus... okay. Back to my regular. That's good.
Okay. Wait, Vomar... Or, well, no, it's not. Vomar's the...
Vomar's familiar.
Don't think Vomar's familiar has higher... Whatchamacallit?
Dex.
Okay.
It does not.
Say... you can hear them in the darkness. Nari, it's your turn.
Alright, I guess she'll move there and ready in action to fire at anything that looks violent.
Okay.
We can only see to this point.
Yeah. Let me re-reveal or re-hide. How far was it? You marked again? Perfect.
A line of battle.
I've done too far. I need to half a square.
Oh, you know what? I'll do gravity bow since I have time.
Yay! Items.
Yeah.
Buffs.
Oh, and Aneski, you can either cast a Blade of Barrier or Mirror Image. Mirror Image is quite good.
Let's do Mirror Image.
So roll 1d4. 1d4 plus 2. You have 3 extra images around you.
All
so
right.
anytime someone would hit you,
Roll 1d3.
you would roll 1d4, and one of them, if it hits you, you
it's
keep
3
your
extra.
images, and if it misses, effectively the hit hits one of your images instead.
All right.
So it's actually fantastic.
All right, let's see. Okay. So these things do not have better vision than you, and they do not see you in the salt spray ring. But they definitely see something there.
Yeah.
Or that there is a giant thingy They're gonna go running. So they kind of... Okay, you can make an attack on the first thing that pops into vision. It's a... kind of looks like a mummy, but more agile, like a ninja mummy. Alright, it's technically... it is a sort of zombie that's a little bit infused with the planes below, like a bit Jin powered.
Weird. I'm gonna perfect strike this. So the 21, rolling bad.
21. Let me go find out what our ninja thing has. Yeah, that hits.
No, all right.
Oh well, if it can't see you, it's flat-footed.
Yeah.
Ah, that's true. All right, I'm testing to make sure this works. So 1 confirmed hit, 0 consecutive hits. That makes sense because it's 2d6 plus 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Good. Fancy math.
All right. This thing takes 22 damage. I forgot to put health bars on them. Oh no, I did. Okay. It looks wounded. 2 more come to back it up.
Incoming.
Do you do the cold thing where they lose speed, or?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I always forget about that because it almost never matters. Fort DC 19.
19. All right.
And half speed for a round if they fail.
It beats.
Does not care.
Doesn't care. Not this time.
All right.
But maybe.
And okay, so you're doing elemental damage.
Cold.
Yeah, okay, you're doing cold damage. You don't care that the it's got a DR versus good, which you would bypass because you are, I think, good aligned and hitting it with.
Actually, no. It would need to be a holy weapon.
Yeah, it would have to be holy.
Or the or you'd have to have a blessed weapon.
Wouldn't a natural attack from a good creature count?
I don't think it actually does.
Is Nari good? I'm neutral good, yeah. But
okay.
I don't think that counts.
No. It has to be either an aligned weapon or or if you have DR yourself.
Mm.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter anyways because you're doing cold, so you're fine. So they all make it. They kind of just take a step into the cloud.
Oh, they run into the cloud?
Yeah, they're trying to figure out.
Aneski gets an attack of opportunity against him.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, let's hit that thing.
One's injured, one's not.
Hit that.
Which one's the injured one, or should I go for the non?
No, it's the injured one.
Go for the non.
Okay. So this guy?
Mm-hmm.
It's easier for me to hit the one I've already hit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's a hit. Only needs to be a 2.
That's because as a level 8 plus 20 d10 is ludicrous.
You're speckly green, I guess, Bardiche right now?
Yes.
Slices into them, and oh my god, that
nice.
That damage. Yeah.
It's not a good weapon, but...
These folks are hurting. Yeah, I don't think... Because, okay, that's their full move action to get in here, and I don't think they can... They can attack you with concealment now, but next turn.
Gotcha.
Vomar?
My...
Oh, no, wait, that was Nari, Vomar, blank, Aneski. It's Aneski's turn.
Okay.
So, 9 turns. And, actually, my familiar is going to do an aid another check to improve one of Nari's shots.
Awesome.
You get +2 to one of your shots.
Cool.
Shot. Remember, you're also in flag bearer range of...
Ah, fuck.
Aneski.
Keep forgetting that. And what does flag bearer do? For
+1 hit, +1 damage, +1 on saves versus fear and compulsions.
Alright, this guy took 1 more damage. I'm gonna... Alright, Aneski. The world's your oyster to hit.
I want to hit. I might as well just keep hitting this guy.
All right.
You get 2 attacks. So
yeah. So if I
if he
can.
dies on the first one.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, because I am gross.
That hits.
And
Nice.
If it's not a 1, it hits in this fight.
here's the other one. Okay.
Okay. That you're hitting hard. You're not hitting quite as hard as you feel like you could be. Like there's some resistance in their bodies that it's TR. But you're hitting. They yeah, you're hitting. So that's first hit. This guy does not quite go down, but they look very badly wounded.
Who's
Oh
up?
wait, where's? Oh, second hit was your. Oh, okay. You took both hits on this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then he goes down.
Oh, nice.
Next is Nari.
Okay.
It's one right next to you.
What's the one I hit? Because I'm gonna shoot that one.
This
That
one.
one. I'm gonna finish up on that one.
All right.
So, 1 second. +2, +2. So when I hit something for the first time, I get a +2 to hit afterwards.
Oh.
But I'm assuming the next shot will... fuck it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, those are all gonna hit.
Okay. And... well, let's see what happens. 3 confirmed, 3 consecutive. So that's like super overkill?
Oh my god. They're just pierced and explode in light. I think that, like, you only needed though.
Yeah,
maybe
it's hard
2
for me to...
attacks.
It's hard for me
Yeah,
to
I
split out the
gotcha.
damage with this particular style.
All right. This guy, boom, gone. The next one, or I think you can just roll damage on the other one. I'm assuming 2 was plenty.
All right. So then 2 confirmed hits, 1 consecutive would be 61.
Okay. Yeah, that's. Oh wait, that's you're rolling 2 on the new guy.
The new guy. You're saying all
Okay.
3 attacks hit, -1 attack because that killed the first one.
No, 2 attacks killed the first one. I think.
Oh, 2 attacks. Oh, okay. Let me re-roll for
I
1.
think you're just shy.
24.
24. Okay. This guy's around half health now, just
Okay.
a little bit above.
Gotta give him one
And
more
it
shot.
is Lomar's turn.
It's gonna help Aneski hit something.
All right.
+2 to your first attack.
The ghoul now gets their turn to attack. They're gonna hope they crit, I guess.
Yeah,
Because
because I'm fighting defensive.
Oh no. The person they can see in this fog is go full
The
attack.
person in the mist.
No.
Oh, that's the opposite.
These dreams down.
And they would only have, I think, a half chance to hit anyways in this range. They flail and they try, and it's kind of endearing, but it don't work. It's Ineski's turn.
All right. Can I?
Yeah, you can hit it.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hit him in the face. Oh.
Ooh,
That's a
crit.
good
Oh.
hit.
Confirm. You probably don't need to worry about
My second one, but okay. Just gotta.
I guess
Confirmed,
that's 3d10 plus 54.
Oh God. Okay.
I think it might be dead. Nice.
It just laughs like, haha, you thought that, and then it just falls apart in half. Like the cut was so clean, it didn't realize it was dead.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it has the anime two halves sliding different directions.
Yeah. Congratulations, you have solved my ninja mummy Jin puzzle. Interesting.
7 more turns.
All right. It is around the time that the vapor has finished collecting from your deceased tree friend that you are done with your alchemical formulations. I'm imagining this is like, well, you tell me what you've created.
I've created a sticky ooze-like substance that, like, 7. Normally, you would you kind of throw it at something and you set it on fire, and it doesn't do that much because you have a very small amount. But like 9 cubic feet of it,
Okay.
strapped to the kind of along the ceiling.
No, that's not
Is a
9
lot.
feet cubed. That's not. We got to remember that because I always forget. It's not 9 feet by 9 feet by 9 feet.
No,
But it is a lot.
It's 9 cubic feet.
and then I say we should get to the river.
All
And
right.
I will send Spark. Huh?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. This thing. All right. You're sitting in, or you're getting yourself into the river. Roll a reflex save as the tree falls again.
God damn it.
I assume you're all going kind of together, or maybe you spread out and learning of this.
Well, I'm probably along the path, but or like just on the side of the path, but probably still have to try to dodge. Ah, fuck.
Ian, is that your reflex?
That's my reflex.
Okay. Fomar, you take like, I don't know, 86. You take a mild amount of falling damage as this thing lands on you. Before you, I think it just ends up pushing you into the water.
Ah.
Like you were already on your way to the water, but you ungracefully are shoved in by the weight of this thing falling. The other two of you are more than fine. But I assume you want to be in the water as well.
Yes. That's
All
the
right.
plan.
That's the plan.
So,
I mean, in essence, you could probably just stand out there and take it, but
Oh, come on. Oh, right. Ah, I see what's happening. It's cool. I'm coming.
what does she want?
Whee!
And as
Splash.
she gets in, prestidigitation Spark.
Okay. Like, as this thing is releasing its magical effect, and you're like, hey, that's Buzzbow, hey!
Hey,
And then-
Buzzbow!
And then the roof just caves in, just ash covers the whole room. It's not like a Hollywood fiery explosion, it's more like an ugly dust explosion.
We can see through it.
that's true.
Oh, yeah. The black stone roof just collapses into pieces and falls down onto the ground in individual shards. Buzzbow is actually not affected by the disappearance of its, general, like all those little pieces breaking. It's resonant crystal, as it were, breaking. That doesn't seem to affect Buzzbow, but the explosion definitely does. Buzzbow is dead.
Rip Buzzbow.
Buzzbow, no. Now there's 2 dead Buzzbows.
Yeah, the other one is no, it's not starting to decay just yet, but it's like all of the sap, the black essence, the almost blood of it is gone, but the rest of the tree flesh remains. No, there's two like that. As its black essence starts to fill these other crystals, and little tiny life forms come out. The cave actually stays standing pretty darn well. Congratulations, you've solved my solstice puzzle.
We didn't even use the fucking
sundial.
the sundial.
No, the sundial isn't part of it. It's a secret. Shh. It's a mystery. It's a hint. Congratulations.
We did it. So I guess
All
we'll
right,
pile
I
these
think-
into a pile, and
Yeah, or touching them together is kind of like all it takes to make them one crystal again.
Oh,
so you might
okay.
want to just
you just spread
stick
them
them
out.
vertically in the ground, so that they're kind of instead of a giant monster, it is more like a bunch of squirrels running around.
Often less dangerous.
Yes. In some cases, like if you are really stuck for food, some people will swallow not a full Vantastone, but like powderized Vantastone,
Oh.
which is just constantly creating almost like a moss. An angry moss, but that doesn't really matter. It's moss. And they can digest that, but it eventually passes out of their system, so it's kind of temporary.
Huh, neat.
Yeah. Anyways, with that, you have removed the danger of this area, and you're free to proceed. There are many ruins like this, but you're able to basically just self-appears more like a hallway that has no such giant, terrible roof above it.
Is there going to be a base building pseudo section where we're like, oh hey, we just increased the GP of Prometheus by like 500 a month because we just created a farm?
Yeah, that's how it's going to work. It's actually been a map game this whole time.
Ah yeah.
I didn't even realize.
Fuck the Ottomans.
So you have now passed. I've moved you over to the right screen. You might need to zoom out a bunch. No, do not turn on Fog of War, no. So you've now passed outside of Solstice, and you're on a far more major route, or a less eroded version of the tunnel you were just going down, because the water sort of goes off a different direction. It is a lot easier to get around, but it's still kind of walking sized. A few days walking down here, and you reach a tiny little drow crossroads, like a little inn or something. And that takes you to that. You are now on a major road, one that takes drow from Glintmore to the Duergar's 8th junction, which is the street that was blocking your way.
So when we're finally on a place that can accommodate it, I cast Phantom Chariot.
Yes.
My God.
And a team of 4 horses and a chariot thing that can hold 6 people up here, and it goes actually pretty fucking fast. It's like twice as fast as a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Awesome.
Oh, so we got there in 2 hours, not 4 hours.
Nice. All right.
Saving time.
Yes. Okay.
Well, actually getting to Vildu is... Once we got past the little...
That part, you're now on major roads. You're in civilization again. If it's Underdark civilization, at any rate.
Mm-hmm.
So this tunnel is fairly well maintained, pretty nice. It takes you, you make it great time, and it's big enough for a chariot. There's no giant holes. There's no spider whispering above you. The tunnel at some point gradually gets like wider and wider until it is a full courtyard. The wall opposite to you is carved like a enormous spider, with the mouth of the spider being the gate into the city.
Neat.
You hear the guards before you see them, because Drow Dark Vision is about twice as good as your own. But they like say, "Oh, someone's coming." Yeah, they're probably not evil. They're probably not monsters. They don't look like monsters to me.
We do have a chariot.
Monsters don't have chariots.
Especially because I have like my arms crossed, I'm doing a pose on it.
So one guard. Oh, that's a blessed reference. Okay.
I don't want to fight people on this chair, though. It's not that healthy.
One of the guards is a drow. The other is, of all things, a human. She wears a normal town guard outfit, but has a bracer that doesn't match the rest of the outfit. Roll knowledge local.
Knowledge local. Hey, you! What you gonna do?
Hey, 30. That's pretty good. So,
I'm a knower of many things.
that is a bracer of the Samsaran Society.
Oh no.
It's not a fancy one, though. And so that tells you that it's probably not like... You're not sure much more than that.
Okay.
The drow takes a moment to eye you all over once you're close, and is satisfied with that. The human is kind of transfixed on an esky for a second. He says, "You look kind of familiar. Have you been here before?"
No.
Probably
Pause.
not recently.
Paul screams.
Maybe it's just one of those faces. And as you're looking at her, you remember... It's not like her face or her appearance is similar, but her posture, the way she speaks, the subtle things, it sparks a memory. You remember when you grew old, or when Xena grew old, she retired from field combat, and that sonic armor she has, she gave that to her right hand, a cruel man named Bishop. You made that armor more than just an item; it became a rank of the human Air Force, the White Lance. And the person you're looking at right now, that's them, just, not.
Several reincarnations later.
Yeah. They don't seem to fully recognize who you are either. So that's...
I kind of warn everybody that maybe we should keep an eye on her.
Mhm.
Oh,
You know,
enough.
just in case, perhaps.
Fair.
Well, you see, I have a suspicion of drow that goes back about 500 years. So.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll also mention, because we're on a break here, the Samsaran Society, which is one of those side quest things, that's in this city. So if you want to take your 24 hours and do an investigation of that, I could prepare that side adventure, because we have, only 20 minutes left of this one.
Okay.
That is up to you, though, if you want to take that kind of side mission, or if you want to continue with the main story, as it were.
Well, we're kind of already here, so
Yeah.
All right.
why not? If you had stuff in mind, we might as well try that
Yeah.
for next week.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try that for next week. For now, I'm gonna. All right, we'll start with the markets between you and between the entrance you just came from and the central steam shaft that runs through the city. There is a just huge market, and it is probably even more chaotic and full of debauchery than the hell market you were in the previous arc, or the arc before, actually.
Okay.
The ceiling here is about 15 feet high. It is not cramped, but it is nothing compared to the high arching ceilings of the dwarf city you were in before. Let's see, there are very few proper buildings. The area is mostly just stalls, and they have all manner of strange goods. The floor is uneven here, making it really hard for the crowds to move past any stalls too quickly. Probably a tactic just to make you spend more time and see more stuff. There's a drow merchant giving an impassioned speech about relics from the surface. And this is the skeleton of a goose. A snake whose tail end is instead the body of a large and powerful bird. They can fly, making them an inescapable force, They have no venom because they prefer to kill their prey with pure physical strength. They're said to be the first barbarians, the very inventors of hatred itself. 500 gold.
You know, we could make that into a thing.
Not a skeleton.
God damn it. It's technically
However,
it's technically rock or mineral, right?
So what kind of
It's got to be
knowledge
something
would I?
created outside of nature, something that someone made.
Lame.
So I'm just wondering.
What kind of knowledge nature is it to identify a goose?
Yes.
Well, okay. I'm gonna roll you at a
knowledge
disadvantage because you're Underdark, but let's set the DC high for you. I think you know what a goose is.
Well, it is a fierce being. Its bones are brittle. It is a surface bird.
Lame.
The drow. Oh, are you talking to the drow and it is like?
Yeah.
All the onlookers are like.
I'm just like in a conversational tone, being like, "Don't worry about it. It is simply a surface bird."
The onlookers, it's just a skeleton that he has there that he's trying to sell as like a trophy, and the many of the people who are gathered around to see this awesome relic start to like look at you, and I think you're starting to win them over that it's nothing. And then the drow says, "Oh, yeah, trust the Adathian about matters of the surface." I think you're thinking of the other direction, my dear friend.
I think I know about birds.
They can't see that you're a bird.
I take off the mask.
Oh my god, it's another bird.
It's rude to sell bird bones.
No,
Is that a bird mask? They're like, whoa. One of them runs away. It's like, the goose are here, the goose are here. I think the guy just sort of tells you to scram because you're ruining business. As you continue on your way.
As we continue on our way, I turn to the party and I go, "Now, you must understand once we get down to Broken Chain that drow are not held in high liking. There is a peace treaty, but it is tenuous. The drow don't really break it too much, but the Adath remember. We're very good at that. And the drow did enslave us. I was born into slavery. I don't quite like drow, but I've had 400 years to get over it. So, just laying down the bare idea, don't say how awesome drow are in the Yadath city.
I wasn't really planning on it.
But I thought I'd let you know.
Fair enough.
Big drow lovers, but as you continue your walk, Fomar bears a bit of his soul for you, and a little bit of a important speech. Kind of a very long and necked drow, a very clearly flesh warped one. They crane their neck like all the way into the aisle, entirely in front of you, without leaving their stall. Their face is way too wide, kind of like a snake or like just a weird looking face. And they say, okay. Oh, they say with a mouth that opens far too wide. Interested in tickets to the Black Temple Lottery? One of these is the winner. Just imagine what you could do with a wish.
I'm gonna do a sense motive on that.
Do you want to be a merit or a sylph? Want to regain your youth? Return a loved one from the grave, maybe? Just a couple hundred gold is for a chance to make all your problems go away. They're not being entirely genuine in saying that they definitely have a winner. They are actually offering a genuine wish, or a chance at it. That is the closest thing to religion the drow have. They hunt jinn, and they take their wishes, and they lottery them off.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
And what are the odds on this, buddy?
There's no way to know. That's the faithful part of it, don't you see?
Sounds like
It
bullshit.
is. It is as long as well as it can be. If we really wanted to get some Mujian wishes, we would probably go to Hoklo.
I'm trying to
Where's-
remember. Oh
where's
yeah, the descent. The very bottom of the world.
Oh, jeez.
It's literally a tower, an inverse tower that the Yadath have built that goes to the core of the world.
Oh, fun.
That is where you would find proper Jin.
So also those mummy things you fought, those would probably be people who tried to hunt a Jin for a wish and failed.
Oh, fun.
Now they're just cursed with hunger. Just undead things walking around. And then next you pass a stall run by a scrawny hobgoblin. She has a snake on her shoulder, which is doing a hypnotic dance.
Oh God!
Omar, make a will save.
It's not Vomar. It's not. Oh, is it?
It is Omar.
Okay, it's Vomar for this one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Is it a magical effect?
It's
a spell.
Spell-like or supernatural.
Yep.
23. Okay, you make it. You hear the voice in the back of your head saying, "Come check out these wares." But you are able to resist the suggestion. Whether you choose to go anyways is up to you.
What a dick.
That snake's lucky there are witnesses.
You tried to use suggestion on me. I wag a claw at the person, like not in a threatening way, but like the way you would wag like a single finger at someone who did something disapproving.
Yeah, the snake sees that and just like kind of just from their shoulder just like slithers down and goes into their hood to hide. Yeah, congratulations, you've made it through the markets. They're actually you might be interested in what they're selling. It's just a whole bunch of flesh warping potions.
Ah.
Bleh.
Okay.
You reach the docks. The docks of this city are separated by a sort of magical weather barrier, which is kind of just like a wall of thin fog. At this barrier, the stonework also changes from this uneven and often slanted, bad design to just a painstakingly smooth, perfect surface that tilts just a little bit away from the hole in the ground in front of you.
Okay.
At the moment you pass through this barrier, you feel the heat and the humidity. You feel your ears stuffed from the pressure change. If that's a thing that happens to your particular race, I don't know.
Well, we have masks on too.
Yeah, that's true. There are many cargo vessels that are parked just barely on the stone. They're like balloons with great big sails sticking out in a triangular pattern. None of them are currently being loaded or unloaded right now. Amongst the captains, you notice many of the features you noticed about Antonio, the sylph you helped a month or two ago.
Oh.
The captains may be drow or hobgoblin or the occasional duergar, but they show signs of being sylph. Their cloaks and such are flowing without any provocation. They have a long gait with light steps, a cool breeze coming off of them. They speak very softly in whispers, but seem to all hear each other just fine. They're just delicate and graceful and extravagant people. Which makes the loud clopping footfalls of the enlarged centaur in the room pretty hard to miss. There's a lot of pardon me, excuse me, going on as she clears a path through the room. Nari would know she's speaking Elvish, fluently, but with the accent of surface elves, because that is where centaurs hail from. They're half elf, half horse, I guess.
Nice.
She walks right past your group, stops, turns around, and looks again and says, "Sorry, are you Nari? Nari Hinvain?"
Yeah. She replies in Elvish.
Oh, good. Phew. I mistook someone for you a week ago, and it did not go well. Anyways, I'm Thistle. We fought a dragon together?
Does Nari remember?
That's a great question. It's up to you.
Was she part of...
She was not part of the Flying Brigade, certainly.
Okay.
Well, there weren't too many survivors of that.
Probably not.
You would know... if you remember, it would be like there was a young, like a teenage centaur girl who was on the same boat as you, going across the ocean to this battle. Yeah, she was terribly seasick. She was very nervous. She didn't do super great in the fight. She was maybe above a liability. I don't know. Do you imagine if you spent time with her? Do you imagine you would have been like a?
Well, how many centaurs would have been? To me, meta-wise, to me, centaurs are a rarity.
Yeah, this would be a.
Yeah,
they're definitely not the most common race. Like a beast race is reasonably common, maybe 30% of the population in the Elven lands, but centaurs are a minority, and a particularly small one at that. Like they're noticeable.
You would probably remember
after a couple minutes.
I served with a centaur.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You also know that many of the youngest people on that boat were trying to be adopted by Blast, the overpowered firebender that fought. The word was adopted. She called it a family, but it was more like an academy for kineticists, where anyone who was willing to prove they were strong enough to be part of her family would be made far, far stronger. So this was like 100 years back on a mercenary mission. Do you imagine Nari was like friendly, protective, kind of an asshole? Like,
I actually imagine that she was less standoffish before.
Okay.
And then probably she got injured, and then she turned bitter, and then she left.
And she's slowly becoming less bitter.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. She says, "Okay, wow, I can't believe it. What are you doing in the Drow City?"
It's been a while. You've grown.
Yeah, I grew up big and strong. So
you're also bigger than you should be.
I mean, also that. like nervously thumbs a ring. Like what?
No, it's good. Yeah. You gotta be big.
Big and strong.
I'm a liaison to the Yadath people.
I guess.
Yeah, so it would be you're going down to Vildu.
Yeah.
But effectively, you're going down to meet the Yadath people.
Oh, hey, I'm going the same way. Although I would be going, but these people keep trying to tell me not to because, there's some air elementals in the way, and the weather's bad, and
Is the weather down here?
She looks at the giant. Oh yeah, there is a gigantic stream of steam coming up. It is far faster in the middle and a bit slower near the sides, but it is like there are random bumps and turbulence and different fog patterns in it, which I guess you can see through, but
magic.
There is weather of a sort.
Interesting.
In the stream.
Well, yeah, we can go along with you. It'd be nice to catch up. It's been a long time.
Sure has. I've been trying to do Oh yeah, so I got adopted by. You were kind of injured after the battle. I didn't see you, but I got adopted by Blast. I was one of the lucky few.
Wow.
And so she.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the others died. Most of them.
Most of them, yeah. But that's the fun. That's what makes us family. We're the ones who survive.
Yeah, I can't fly anymore. It's kind of a. Yeah.
Oh. On the other hand, and she just jumps slightly and is flying. Or for a second.
Wow, yeah. Not.
I came here for a few reasons, actually. I gotta. So I'm working for the elves, and I'm trying to find I'm trying to find the Fountain of Youth, actually. And apparently, the folklore of the Adath and the beast races and the Fountain of Youth, they're all tied together. Whatever. One of the things that made the Adath, we think it's the same relic as the Fountain of Youth is today. It all tracks in.
I just put up one of my claw things to be hold up there. I'm like, I hope you are not planning on doing anything.
Well, the Yadath saw it very long ago, but it's still, I don't know, I need to figure out what they know about it, figure out how, what's happened.
I guess it would be knowledge arcana, or would it be knowledge history?
Knowledge history to know, like, it would be like natural Yadath thing. This 22. All right.
So what do I know about what the Yadath know?
Do you know that the Yadath originally came from powerful artifice that made like they are a designer species? They're not just natural like humans. They are a designed species made by some kind of flesh warp wizard long ago, or something like that. But to make flesh warps can't be passed down to your children. But somehow that is the case. Well, I guess the Yadath don't have kids like everyone else, do they?
No, we have spawning pools.
Yeah, but the whole moral of the story is, it's possible. Well, it doesn't seem like it would be the same relic. Fountain of Youth is very clean and not the same sort of effect. But
so it wouldn't be like the fucking mecca of my people, Rakalai, the first pool.
Yeah, no, it is not part of your.
Okay, I just say it is not likely Rakalai. I would not suggest going there.
Okay, I'm just trying to see study what the Yadath know about it and see if I can figure out. If I can't figure out if I can figure out where it was, maybe I can figure out where it will be. I don't know. I'm also mostly here on a bit of a vacation because I got to learn to dominate the element of air. And she points at the giant stream of steam rising up. That's the element of air right there. Or one of it.
Yeah, that's a neat trick. Is that an item or what?
Oh no, like she's pointing at the.
She's referring to her flying.
Oh no, she says, "Oh no, I learned from Blast. I'm an air kineticist now."
Oh,
yeah,
that makes sense.
So most of these people are too, but they're sylphs. They think they're born with it. They just, relax and ease into the element inside them. I just dominate the element that I have nothing to do with. That's Blast's secret.
Huh. Seems to work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're going truly down to Vildu, you can join our party.
Or I would, but none of these boats are gonna go.
Well, we need to go down, and I don't feel like going via chariot.
That's probably a good idea.
I cannot wait until I can teleport.
All right.
Yeah, we can look around. We're gonna stay here the night and then do a little research.
Tomorrow morning, if the weather isn't better, I'm just gonna fucking dive out. Anyways,
Fair
it's
enough.
about dominating the element. That means bad weather's better. I think this voice has gone from light to heavy over time.
That's okay.
Also, she did mention that she had seen a similar person that she mistook for you.
Oh yeah. Who was that other person you saw?
Oh, I don't. Let's see. I saw them and I asked, "Hey, are you Nari?" And they got all confrontational about how do you know Nari? Where is she? Have you seen her? And that sort of stuff. And I wasn't really into that kind of energy, so I ditched that. But that was over in 8th Junction.
Oh, that's behind us. Which way
That's
were they
behind
going?
They were just, I think, there for the stay. They have to think they had a wanted poster, like they were hiring help.
How the fuck did he find me? Okay, yeah, tomorrow morning. Yep, we're going.
All right. And I think that's a good place to stop.
Sorry, no side quest.
No side. Oh.
Oh, well, I guess if the side quest can't be resolved in this day.
Yeah, that's the breaking point.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna go break of night. See the Samsara Society. They're too lost trap. All right.
Okay, well, thank you for the game,
Yeah,
Frosty.
thank you.
Yeah,
Finally made it.
That was a lot of fun.
It's been a long time coming. I'm glad it's finally here.
All right, bye stream.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
stream.